There are a few limits to discovery. One is work product found in 26b3. To determine if work product, you must ask the question Professor C taught us in class. Were the tangible things created in anticipation of some sort of upcoming litigation? If opinions, impressions, and conclusions you can deduct, the more likely it is privileged work product. When submitting discovery evidence, remember to redact, striking out work product in one swift act. Work product is a qualified immunity, forming a defensive shield against discovery. However, this shield can be overcome if your opponent just demonstrates some undue hardship and substantial need. Then you must submit it against your greed. If the lawyer creates work product and is a good sport, his written opinions can't be introduced in court or otherwise revealed to the other side, so he can tell his opponent, turn around, take a ride. Often is the issue of whether the FRCP requires the consulted attorney to provide statements compiled in lawsuit preparation to the court and the opponents who just be hating. One cause exemplifying where the issue has been arisen is the monumental case Taylor v. Hickman.
Now let's go back to 1943 when the J.M. Taylor sank and made big history. 5 died in the wreck, with Hickman being one. 4 of the suits settled, but not all of the work was done. Now there was a public hearing available to everyone, but Hickman wanted to discover everything under the sun. Hickman wanted notes from the owners of the Taylor. When he was refused, he became a work product hater. The lawyer Fortin Ball, now anticipating litigation, interviewed some people and got all related information. Now Taylor's attorney was Mr. Fortin Ball, and they wanted to keep this information kept from Hickman and all. Since the interviews were not exactly Mr. Fortin Ball's clients, with no attorney-client privilege, he could not be defiant. But the issue still remained with the interview sessions. What about all Mr. Fortin Ball's mental impressions? The court saw them as a sort of sacred ground and found that Hickman's argument was not very sound. So Hickman could not view Fortin Ball's good wits because he did not show lots of unfair prejudice. The court decided to create a qualified immunity, but that was then codified in Rule 26b3. While we want to protect lawyers' thoughts and strategies, you can discover work products with undue hardship and substantial needs. Now we have established some work product facts, let's get some clarification on some other knickknacks.
To understand work product and other close connections, there are a few things you should know to keep your files protected. Since attorney-client privilege applies to legal advice between an attorney and client, an issue will arise. When your client is a corporation, who is the client in fact?
I don't know.
Before Upjohn, it was only the high-level execs. But no need to worry when advising lower-level workers of essentials, as Upjohn extended the privilege to them as long as they keep it confidential. Now to make work product more clear to you and me, you need to know if the work product is an opinion or just ordinary. An opinion goes to the heart of a lawyer's strategy and technique, while ordinary work product is nothing unique. The more opinion it is, the harder for the other party to get, where ordinary requires a lower proof of substantial need and hardship. 26b says you must record the nature of your documents in a privilege log, so you can tell the other attorney to keep their filthy hands off, and this should be taken seriously as the court in Breon made an important factor, where one party provided only an outline and had to provide all that was asked for. One last thing to note, if you're ever unsure, facts are always discoverable, and if you ever forget anything about work product, as Professor C made it clear, just look in the rule book. Ah. You can take